If you start walking outside, your mind will literally reward you.
Hey besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bestie, like the video because it helps with my algorithm. So in today's video, we'll be talking about TikTok girls that are losing weight just by walking. So I've put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my true sense.
If you start walking outside, your mind will literally reward you. Something about being active and being outside makes you crave it even more. It makes you want to keep doing the things that are good for you. I have now learned from experience, if you stop doing it, you will feel like crap. Last week, I wasn't getting my steps in, I wasn't being outside, I wasn't eating good food, I wasn't taking care of myself like I should because I was visiting family and I felt it. It felt horrible. Just get outside because your body and your mind will reward you.
I got this physique from walking. The only thing I changed was walking, and this is what it got me. My body went from this to this just by walking, but just by walking a lot and fast. And now I cannot go back to what I was before. Once you reach the full benefits of walking fast. Okay, everyone has different paces, but I genuinely feel like everyone needs to step it up a notch when it comes to walking if you want to lose weight, if you want to keep the weight off. Because like if you're not doing any other exercise but walking, you still need to get your heart rate up. You still need to walk at a pace that's kind of challenging in a way, because when I started walking and I would take my friends with me, like they all would say I walk so fast, but I just got so used to it. Right now, I've been chasing this body for years, since my first baby, that was 9 years ago. I was in the gym for 3 years trying to get what I have now. And you know what? The only two things I changed was I started walking and I started eating less. All those years, I would go to the gym, do all those crazy intense workouts, literally kill my body. I would work out so hard to the point where I would come home and I would just lay around the rest of the day. How bad I killed my body, how bad I freaking tortured my body. And then on top of that, I was barely eating. Oh my gosh, you know what? I feel bad for my body when I was doing that, because my body was like, no wonder I was not having results. No wonder my body was stressed. You guys, like once you start walking, I can't. Walking is truly life-changing, especially as us women. Walking doesn't raise our cortisol levels. So you can go for a walk and you're not going to feel stressed. Your body's not going to be stressed like if you're doing crazy weights. I used to do crazy intense HIIT at the gym, crazy weights like hip thrusting like 250 pounds, squatting like almost 200 pounds. My poor ovaries, I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, women are not designed to be doing that. Women, I don't know if this is a Slav in me, but women are not designed to be lifting heavy ass shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm in my feminine girly era right now, so I'm like, I honestly am when I kind of like duck. If you feel like you have no progress, girl, please walk a little more. So let's say you're walking 3 miles, make it 4 miles, make it 5 miles. You have to do something different from what you're doing right now. If you want to see change, something has to change. When I started walking 10,000 steps, ooh, you guys, the way my body transformed, and it was all so quick. Within like a month, I noticed like huge change in my body just from walking, because I was already eating protein. I was already in that calorie deficit. But when I started walking, ooh, girl, honestly, just in my walk alone, I do 10,000 steps. Do you know how amazing that feels? It feels so good. I'm not ever, okay, unless I try to eat a really good carby meal before I go for my walk to give me energy. I used to go to the gym fasted and do all those crazy weights. Oh my goodness. Like, that's why they say these Pilates princess and like, you know, Pilates girls are so lean, because they're not stressing out their bodies. They're not putting so much like pressure on your body from like, first of all, not eating, and second of all, those crazy ass workouts. So start walking more and start walking faster. This is not a cutesy hangout walk. I mean, yeah, look cutesy, duh. But this is not like just like a stroll in the park. No, sis. You're walking fast. Okay, let me tell you something. This might come off wrong, but I've been walking ever since I started walking fast and for 10,000 steps. There has not been a single person that has passed me on the trail where I walk, unless you're a runner. That's how fast I walk. Okay, like I walk fast, and that's why I think I am so lean, because of how much I walk. Crazy weights at the gym to walking it's gonna at first feel like you didn't even work out. It's gonna feel like it's not enough because you're gonna be so used to being so extremely exhausted from the gym. At first you're going to feel like you're not doing enough, but stay consistent with you, and girl, you will be astonished by the results. Okay, I'm still to this day, I look back at pictures when I was doing weights. I'll add some pictures in here. I look back at pictures, I'm like, you poor thing, you poor body, why were you doing that to yourself? You guys, I would literally come home, like I said, and I would lay around the rest of the day because I had no energy to do nothing else. You can't tell me that's healthy. You can't tell me that's normal. It should not be like that. Working out should not feel like that. If you feel like that after you worked out, then something's not right. You're either not eating enough or you're just doing too much for your body. So, baby, please start walking. It will change your life.
Here are 6 things I learned after 6 days walking 10,000 steps a day. 24 more to go. Okay, number 1, there's kind of math to doing the 10,000 steps a day. Really between 60 if you're walking super fast / kind of running minutes, but it's usually about 90 minutes of walking a day. So if I can figure out how am I going to split up that 90 minutes, whether it's 3 30 minutes or just like a bunch of little walks throughout the day, it's about on average 90 minutes of walking. Number 2 probably makes sense, but I'm hoping that it is something that keeps up over time. But I'm sleeping way better than I was sleeping before. And it's not because I'm like going to bed absolutely exhausted. It's because I think my body's just in a little bit of a better rhythm of sleeping and then like using the energy that I'm eating through food during the day. I'm definitely sleeping better, and I really hope that that's something that continues. Number 3, I'm definitely more present during the day. My days are more filled, but they're going by slower, if that makes sense. Like they aren't all blending together because there's like something that I'm thinking about because I'm just that much more present during each day. Number 4, I think this is number 4, it's way easier to split up the walking. Going out on a big 10,000 step walk is great. Like when I'm at the beach, love that for me. But when I'm just trying to fit in my 10,000 steps a day while I'm working or like running errands or things like that, like it is easier to just break it up into chunks and do it that way. Number 5, I'm snacking less, which is great. My free time is filled with activity and walking and less like mindless, where's a snack so I can just do something to make me feel less bored at work, basically. I'm being more active and burning more calories and not mindless snacking throughout the day. So hopefully that math works great for me. Number 6, while I'm definitely sore some of the time, my hips hurt less. Like I used to find, at least as of a week ago, I used to find that my hips would really hurt by the end of the day, just like being like in a desk chair like this, not moving, just typing. Like that is really not how your hips are supposed to exist all day. By moving more, my hips are hurting less, even if I'm a little bit more sore in general at the end of the day. My hips hurt less. So that's great for me. Really happy about that one. And I think it's contributing to my sleeping better. So those are 6 things that I've learned in the 6 days walking 10,000 steps a day. I'm going to finish the full 30, whether I'm successful or not, and see how well I do. 24 days to go.
I've been walking 10K steps for the last 150 days, and these are the top 3 things that I've noticed. Number 1, my sciatica's gone. I wish somebody had told me that I was just sitting for too many hours of the day. All I had to do was get up and walk because my sciatica's gone, the pain is gone. I still have ankle pain, but I've had it for years, and I just think that that's part of my life. Number 2, I haven't lost much weight, but I've lost 2 sizes in pants. So I used to be a 12, now I'm an 8. I haven't been an 8 since high school 15 years ago, which is crazy. Inflammation is down all over my body, my hands, my joints, my face. Like, let me show you this picture that my friend sent me the other day. All right, look at this. I mean, who is this girl? My friend sent me this picture and said, who is that? I said, I don't know. I do not look like that anymore. And number 3, I've never eaten so much bread in my life. I'm so hungry for carbs. I literally eat full loaves of like Portuguese bread, and it comes right off of me because I'm walking so much, I'm moving so much, I'm working out. It's crazy. I highly recommend you start to do it. I did it for 100 days. I loved it so much. I'm doing the second 100. I might not continue after just because it's so much pressure and I feel like I'm gonna do them anyways, but highly recommend that you just get started and get walking, people.
If you want to lose weight, all you got to do is walk. Sometimes the gym is too hard for people to commit to, just walk. I prioritize at least hitting. I don't even do 10K steps no more. I'm gonna be honest. I walk at least 15,000 steps a day at least. All you need to do is walk. Walk. I'm down 30 pounds, y'all. All you gotta do is walk. I mean, I do incorporate strength training, which has contributed to the weight loss, but most of the time, I'm walking. I think majority of my weight loss, obviously, because it's cardio, low intensity cardio, is coming from a walk. I walk about, no lie, y'all, once I started hitting 4 miles, I was like, oh, you can do 5. Then you can do 6, and then you can do 7. So now I get at least a 5K walk in every single day, or like I said, 5 to 6 days a week if I'm not doing it every day. It's so easy. Just do it in the morning. If you don't do it in the morning, do it at night before you go to bed. All you got to do is walk. You want to be snatched, all you got to do is walk. It's literally the weight is going to shed from the top to the bottom, the rooter to the tutor, okay?
Hitting those 10,000 steps every single day will genuinely change your life, so here's why. Not only will your stomach literally be on flat, but you will no longer experience painful bloating throughout the day. You will have more energy. Your body's gonna start to look leaner. Legs are gonna start to look more toned. The amount of mental clarity that you get just from doing those 10,000 steps is truly insane. People always think that getting into shape means that you have to do this crazy CrossFit, high intensity workouts, but walking literally goes a long way. Pair that with a little bit of resistant training, so either doing a little bit of weights or some resistant band training. You will not only physically look your best, but you will also mentally feel your best too. Don't sleep on walking. Get up and go get your 10,000 steps in.
I walked 5 to 7 miles most of June, and these are my results. For context, I've always been someone who's very fit and has always been in the gym, and I was so used to incline walking and doing Stairmaster that I wanted to try something more low impact. So every day I would just go to the track next to my house and bang out 5 to 7 miles. In the first week, I noticed that my bloating went down immensely. I stopped having a craving for like really heavy things, but more light things like fruit and vegetables. Mind you, I strength train 3 times a week and do Pilates 2 times a week. By the second and third weeks, I didn't really feel any different, and I hit kind of a plateau in my weight. I ended up having some spontaneous trips, which didn't let me work out for a few days, and I had a lot of cheat days where I wasn't really watching what I was eating and not staying in my limits. Even with the cheat days and honestly a good amount of rest days too around my luteal phase and my period, I still lost 4 pounds. Obviously, it also comes down to what you eat, but I definitely didn't think that adding a low impact exercise like walking normally outside was gonna make a big difference on my weight. If we want a separate video about my diet, I can definitely do that. But overall, I am happy to see that this actually worked.
I started walking 10K a day 4 months ago, and I've lost 40 pounds. Don't sleep on walking. Just because you're not in the gym 24 hours a day doesn't mean that you can't meet your fitness goals. Because walking, just like you, is more powerful than you think. And move your body in any way that you want. Swimming, walking, running, it's just about burning more energy than you're consuming. So get up, go outside, get those steps in, bust out that walking pad, whatever you gotta do, move your body today. You deserve to be taken care of. And part of that is you taking care of yourself. And a walk is a great way to start. Love you, bye.
So I'm seeing a lot of people ask me this and ask me like in terms of hours per day, how much I'm walking, but don't think about it in terms of hours per day, because I would say 80% of the walking and the steps that I'm getting in is coming from just existing in the world. I try to park a little further away if I go to the store. I try to walk if possible. I do live in a walkable city, so that helps. But if it's like less than half a mile to the store, I try to walk. I walk around my apartment when I'm cleaning my apartment, when I'm cooking dinner. You get a lot of steps just throughout the day. So don't think about it in terms of, oh, it's 3 hours of walking per day, because that's not how I measure it. I do 1 hour on the treadmill and then I just live my life. So yes, if you did it all at once, it would be 3 hours of walking. But if you did it all at once, then you'd get well over 20,000 steps, because you also exist in the world and you don't sit all day. So you're going to get steps walking throughout the day. So don't think about it in terms of walking. That's what I think people are getting confused about, being like, how do you have 3 hours to walk? I don't have 3 hours to just sit there and walk straight. I walk an hour and then I try to be active during the day. So think of it that way.
Do you have trouble going on walks, or do you have trouble leaving to go on a walk? Hi, I'm Liza. I've lost 120 pounds, and when I first started my weight loss journey, all I did was walk. I'm talking walk, my ass off. As I'm getting back into the swing of being in a calorie deficit again and coming out of maintenance to lose these last 10 pounds, I have realized I have not been walking nearly as much as I used to. At one point in my weight loss journey, I was hitting 10,000 steps every day, if not more. And I totally get it. People have lives and that's not attainable every single day. However, I am noticing that every time that I take that goal out of my head of reaching 10,000 steps, I really get very few steps in a day. And if you know anything about weight loss, your workout is such a small part of why you're actually losing weight. Like, it is like so teeny tiny and minuscule. And really what really affects your weight loss, it's the little things you do, from getting ready in the morning to making breakfast, washing your clothes, like walking around work, going out, like all those little things like add up. Even just like going shopping, things like that. And I just have noticed that like I wake up in the morning and I do so little, and then like my big spurt of movement or energy recently has just been my workouts. And my workouts are hard, and so like I think sometimes I like reserve my energy bank for them, but like that's just not helpful. I'm really thinking about in the month of October launching like a walking challenge where I like set a certain number of miles. In the past, I've done one with like one of my other friends, and we done it on like the Nike Run app, and it's like literally like it's not meant to be a competition. Like, it doesn't matter who finishes first. It's more so that we like can show up for ourselves. Someone on TikTok say that she's been doing walks after dinner, or she's going to try to do walks after dinner every day. And like, I used to do that. And I think that's just so great. And it's so good for you. And it's such an easy way to like get in steps when you're not really thinking about it. Oh my God. Sometimes I'm so long-winded. I'm sorry, friends. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if you're interested in that, or if you're like, I don't necessarily have trouble walking, but I have trouble getting inspired to walk. I have trouble getting motivated to walk. I have trouble just like showing up, and you like need accountability, or you need other people to do it with you. Like, let me know in the comments, and if I have enough people who are interested, I will definitely like host a walking group in the month of October. I think especially like going back into the office, it'll be so good to know that like no matter what my day looks like, I can dedicate that time to myself.
So that's a video, bestie. I'm just here just to add on like what I think about today's video. TikTok girls lose weight by just walking. So I've seen a trend has been blowing up where girls are claiming they lost a lot of weight just by walking. No crazy diets, no strict gym routines, no heavy lifting, just walking every single day. And what's wild is that the results are actually visible. Okay, so when you scroll on TikTok and see all these before and after videos, and the transformation are shocking because it feels so simple. Everyone always assumes you need an intense workout plan or some complicated system to lose the weight. But here is the proof that walking can change your body. So basically, what makes it even more interesting is that walking is not new. It's the most basic form of movement. But TikTok has this way of taking something simple and making it look magical. And that's exactly what is happening right here. These girls are saying, I just committed to 10,000 steps a day, or I started walking in the morning and evening. And within months, their bodies started changing. Some of them are calling it the hot girl walk. Some call it their therapy walk. But no matter the name, it's catching people's attention because it feels doable for everyone. When you compare walking to other weight loss methods, it almost feels too good to be true. Think about it. No expensive gym membership, no equipment, no complicated diet that you can stick to. Just putting on a pair of sneakers, stepping outside and moving. It's accessible to almost everybody. I think that's why it's trending so much, because it takes away the excuses. People can say, I don't have time for the gym, or I don't know what exercise to do. You can't usually just walk around your neighborhood on a treadmill and start seeing results over time. Another thing that keeps coming up in these TikTok videos is how walking not only helps with weight loss, but also with the mental health. A lot of girls mention that these daily walks clear their minds, reduce stress, and even help them build better routines. That's powerful because it shows it's not just about the physical change, it's about consistency, discipline, and giving yourself a moment each day to just move and breathe. And that may be the secret. The fact that walking is sustainable, unlike extreme diet or workout plans that burn you out, walking is something you can keep up for years. Of course, there's always a debate in the comment. Some people are skeptical, saying walking alone is not enough, that you need strength training, calorie counting, and all that. And yes, scientifically, weight loss does come down to calorie in versus calories out. But what people realize is that walking is an easy way to burn calories without overwhelming yourself. And guys, for beginners or for people who struggle with sticking to fitness, walking is often the gateway to healthy living. You don't have to go all around at once. You start walking, then naturally you might want to get better, drink more water, or eventually try workouts. What TikTok has done is normalize slow, stingy weight loss. Instead of pushing crash diet or extreme fitness change, this trend shows that it's okay to start small. And honestly, the comment section under these videos are so encouraging, and you see the women saying, I'm going to start walking tomorrow. Or this inspired me to go outside instead of scrolling on my phone. It's about building this community around something that doesn't feel toxic or unsustainable. And if we really think about it, the reason this feels so refreshing is because fitness and weight loss have been overcomplicated for so long. Every few months, there's a new workout trend, a new supplement, or a new diet that promises fast results. People get exhausted chasing these quick fixes, but now TikTok is highlighting something our grandparents have always done. Just walk sometimes. The simple solution really are the most effective. What I also love is how walking is adaptable. Some girls are doing their walks in the morning while listening to podcasts. Others are walking at night with friends or family. Some are walking on treadmills while watching Netflix. And it shows that you can fix or walking into lifestyle into so many different ways. You don't have to force yourself into fitness box. You can design it around what makes you comfortable. So yes, walking might not give you shaded abs overnight, but it gives you momentum. It teaches you consistency, and if you stick with it long enough, the results can be dramatic, not just physically but mentally. And maybe that's why this TikTok trend resonates with so many people, because it's not about perfection, it's about progress. And bestie, I just want to remind you one thing. While you're walking, you have to eat clean. Always eat clean. If you're not eating clean, then you're not going to see the great results. Let's keep on drinking a lot of water and have enough sleep. Make sure you have your 8 hours sleep every time so that you see the great results. Don't underestimate sleeping, because sleeping is going to help us snatch our body out and everything like that. So, like I said, we are locking in this September and we want to see great results by the end of this year. We're not going to start tomorrow, we are starting today. So, bestie, bye. I love you. Bye bye.